Alright, hello everybody. Back doing flashback.
Magic.
Exactly. So we had a ton of votes last time, and I said votes weird. I don't know why.
There's too many.
Ton of votes. Yeah, more than I think we've ever had before, including the first time we did this. So that's pretty good. We had 440 votes as of the filming of this, which is
very nice rounded number
on the day before. Yeah, so in last place we had Scepter Reversal. Finally gets out of there. I think that was getting close to just being kicked out because it's been in too long anyway.
Yes.
I'm not too sure on that, but I have a feeling. Anyway, yeah, so that one leaves. And then we had Teamer Delver in second last with 84. Then we had Green White Elves in second place with 112. And Norin and His Sisters in first place, or fourth last, with 168 votes.
Quite a jump up for that.
Yes. So that's what I'm playing today. You still got Affinity, which is pretty... I assume it's still a tier 1 deck, yeah?
Yes, I think it's quite a tier 1 deck.
Yeah. So we'll see if this can get it done. Next week, the voting, again, will be... Eventually, I'll stop having to say this, but it's going to be a little eye that's on Atkst's
face,
avatar's face in that general area. So we're using that from now on instead of straw poll because it gets way better results, it seems like.
And, it's just right in YouTube.
Yeah.
It's simpler.
Yeah, it's a little easier for everybody to use, I think. So, the voting for next week, we didn't have many, I don't think we had any suggestions of decks that... We had one suggested deck that already won a couple times, so I don't want to put that in. But, so they're going to be Teamer Delvers coming back, Green White Elves is coming back, and the new ones are going to be Death Shadow Aggro, which it'll be fun to play that deck without Gataxian Probe.
It's another tier 1 deck still, though.
It is, but I think the last time we played that Probe was still legal.
Existent.
So. And Seismic Swans will also be there. So, yep, don't forget to vote. It's going to be right there. I'm the Challenger deck, so I'll be going first, and we will see you in Game 1. Alright, Game 1. Show my hand. That's what I have. Go ahead.
And we've got... those.
Whoop. Okay. So I'm going to lead with a Cavern of Souls, and I'm going to name a human being. Just a human, actually. I'll cast a Soul Warden. Pass the turn.
Draw off the turn.
The first of the sisters makes her appearance.
Seachrome Coast.
Yeah.
Ornithopter.
Gain a life. 21.
Springleaf Drum.
Yep.
Tapping Ornithopter for mana. I think we're going to go for a Vault Scourge going down to 18.
Yeah, I'll go up to 22.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. Seems okay. Or do I want to do this? Looks like so many options. Well, I think first, if you want to trade, be my guest.
Nope. 17.
Then I will play Battlefield Forge, and just for colorless mana on both of them, we will cast a Genesis Chamber. Pass the turn.
Untap.
Which could go somewhat poorly for me if you have a buttload of creatures, but at least I'll be gaining a lot of life.
Draw for turn. Spire of Industry.
Yup.
Ornithopter.
Gain a life. And you get a servo. And I gain another life. So 24.
And tapping for colorless.
Sure.
Master of Ethereum.
Alright. Game 2, go to 26. You get a servo.
Pumps all my dudes.
And makes a
including my servos.
pretty big master, too. When he keeps getting all that junk.
3 in the air.
Yeah, 23.
19. Enter go.
Untap. Draw. Okay. Seems reasonable. Do it this way, I guess.
It's currently a 7.
Currently a 7. Okay. So I will play a mountain. We will... do with these ones? That's naming human? Yeah, okay. We'll cast an Impact Tremors. And
Pretty
then...
terrifying.
because I don't think there was any way around paying this life. We'll pay 1 life for a red. We'll cast a Legion Loyalist. So I've got 3 triggers here. So I gain a life, go to 23. I Impact Tremors, 1 damage to each opponent.
18.
And then I get a servo, which generates 2 triggers. So I'm going to gain 1 life, go to 24.
I go to 17.
Yeah, and Impact Tremors.
Would you like to attack with your 1/1 with haste?
I don't think so. I don't think that would be the wisest maneuver. That's all I got. Pass turn.
Untap.
I could quite easily be dead this turn, but we'll see.
Draw turn. Blink Moth Nexus.
Yep. That's a good one. It's a good man.
And Signal Pest.
Okay. So I gain a life from that, go to 25. You get a servo, which gains me a life from that, going to 26.
Master of Ethereum is now a 9.
Yes. Still gets chump blocked, but he has a 9.
I shall attack for 2, 4, 6, 8, 17.
I'm tempted to take that. As sad as that is, I'm tempted to take that. But I probably shouldn't. At least not all of
I
it.
mean, you can easily block more than half.
Yeah. So I think I'm just gonna toss the servo in front of the gigantic master. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you gain 2.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll take 8. Going to 18.
19. And it is your go.
Okay. Untap. Draw a card. Intriguing. That's still a lot of junk. We're gonna Cavernous Souls naming Soldier. So this one's on Soldier, this one's on Human. Because Goblin Soldier. Something different, I guess. A lot of humans are human soldiers. And we're gonna cast Ranger of Eos. So
With the soldier or the human mana? Or both?
both. Because it's a human soldier. So why not? And obviously not paying a life, because that would be stupid. So, this gets a bunch of triggers. I'm gonna do that one first. Then I gain 2 life, go to 20. And then
I take 2 down to 17.
you take 2, go to 17. And then I get the actual Ranger trigger, where I go search for some dudage.
2 1-mana creatures.
Yes.
So many options.
There really are. There's a ton of potential options in here. But I think... I think it might be worth... I'm debating these two. I think these two.
Norin and another Soul Warden.
Norin and another Soul Warden. I was debating getting a champion because I do have this Legion loyalist, but you're gonna have some pretty big things yourself, so I don't know if that's...
Yeah, it's gonna be a ways till he can compete with Master.
Yeah, I think this might be a little better. So I will just fetch those two and pass the turn.
Untap.
Again, dead to a lot of things. Even being at 20. That doesn't mean much.
Draw for turn. Citadel.
Yep. Pumps and Master. It is an artifact.
Activate Blink Moth.
Yep.
Pumps that.
Sure
It's now
does.
an artifact. And swinging all out.
All those men?
It's a battle cry trigger.
Yes.
Meaning we're attacking for 9, 10,
Yes.
21,
Yes.
24, 27, 29, 31.
31. Okay. So that's 12 of it, correct?
Yes.
I kind of just want to block the one. Okay. Let me just make sure I know.
Or
so
did
these
I,
are.
did
so
I count the battle cry on him? I'm not actually sure.
I
So
don't know
he's
if you did.
12.
I just want to make sure I'm. Okay. So each one of these is 3,
Yes.
and then that's 1
And that's 1.
because of him.
And he can only be blocked. I guess he can
Yeah,
go with
he
flags,
can go in the
'cause-
unblockable category. So there'd be 9 here, and
3, 6, 8, 10, 11 unblocked.
11 unblocked. So I have to block another one of these because I'm at 20.
Yes.
So that would kill me. Oh, never mind. I didn't have a Norin. That's a Legion loyalist. Different thing. Different can of worms. Okay. So I guess 1 card in hand?
Yes.
Well, I don't know what you do to the instant speed. I don't think there's much. So if I block like that, then I only take 6. And there was 10 here?
11.
11 here?
Yes, because these
1,
2
2,
are
3,
3s,
4, 5, 6,
and then these ones are
7, 8, 9,
2s,
10,
and then this one's a
11.
1.
Okay. So would that be 17
Yes.
total that I'd be taking if I block like this? I think that's what I'll do. So I'll take 17, go to 3.
Go back up to 20.
Ranger trades for a servo, and then this servo just dies.
Enter go.
Yeah. Might as well give that to me. I might need it. A lot of 1s coming. My go, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
So now he's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yes. Did you count the Citadel?
Yes.
Okay. Draw for turn. That's kind of funny. Okay. So, I'm gonna tap the one of these that's naming human. I don't remember which one it is, but it doesn't really matter. To cast a Soul Warden. So, we have a life gain trigger. Puts me at 4. We have a servo trigger, which puts me to 5. All right, and then to 6 because it also triggers this Soul Warden.
Yes.
And then
2 things entered, so I
2
go
things
to 18.
entered. Okay, and then so the other one of these is naming soldier.
Yes.
Let's see. Is that going to work the way I think it's going to work? This is going to be so confusing. Okay. So we're going to cast a Norin the Wary. So, that's going to gain us 4 life total from the servo and that entering, putting us
And I'm going to lose 2.
10.
The 2 things entering.
Yeah. And then the thing entering from Norin scares Norin.
No, it doesn't.
Does it not?
It's cast spells.
Oh, it's not creature enters.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. That's actually good. Let's see. You're at 16?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to... You don't have up anything to block? No, you don't. Okay. I'm going to send in these two, which scares Norin. So just for 2.
14.
Should I just do that? Probably. I could try and get something fancier going, but that's okay. I'll take 1, go to 9. To cast another Norin. So, that gets us a servo, 4 life total, go to 13.
I go to 12.
Yeah. Okay. And then, so on my end step, I'll get this one back.
Yes.
And then I have a legend rule thing that happens first.
Yeah, so you
Because he doesn't scare him because he's not being
No.
cast.
It's not being cast.
So I'll keep the new one. Because I guess it doesn't really make a difference. And him entering will give me another servo and 4 life.
10.
To 17. And of course, yes, dealing 2 damage to you. Yep.
Untap.
And will that possibly be
Draw
enough?
for turn.
Probably not. But we'll see.
Inkmoth Nexus.
Ooh, that's a good one. That kind of goes over top of the whole life plan of mine.
Activate Blinkmoth Nexus.
Sure.
And so if we attack with these, it's 11 still.
Yeah.
Right?
Should be the same as last time. I don't think there's anything new.
And do we just attack all out?
Well, I mean, either way, it's going to scare the pants off of him, so we'll just take him out of the equation right now.
Yeah, so we know I'm taking 2 more damage from that, so I'm going to 8 at the end, even though I'm gaining.
Yeah.
So I'm at least taking 2 more damage to that. Probably taking at least 2 more damage on your turn. Is it worth... Maybe it's not worth attacking all out. Just because you're gaining so much life that it's not really doing anything. So I think, actually... What
Plus, I mean, I can get back in with, even though they're tiny. Point of damage here or there does matter.
So we're actually just going to attack...
Just with those 2?
For 4.
Alright, we will take 4. Going to 13.
Going to 13.
Interesting.
And I wouldn't have... Well, I activated it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm sure you've got enough mana.
Sure go.
Okay, on your end step, Norin comes back. I get a servo. I get 4 life, going back to 17.
I go to 11.
And that. And then we'll untap.
That game of only 1
And we'll
life.
draw a card. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's call this the soldier one. So why not? We're gonna cast a Johnny's Pride Mate.
Gonna be a big boy.
Yes, so casting a spell scares Norin. Let's do that first. That enters the battlefield, which will cause a servo to enter, so it's 2 damage.
9.
Soul Wardens would trigger on both of these, gaining me
2 counters on him. Sorry, 4 counters on
4
him.
counters on him. Yeah. Gaining me a total of 4 life, going to 21. Soon as I find... There we go. Okay. So these entered this turn. These did not. But you got that guy up, so it's probably not the greatest attack in the world.
Again, my servers are bigger than yours.
4, 5, 6, 7. So, and you could have 7 blockers, so that's pretty much not a huge point in sending anything in.
Yeah, First Strike Trample doesn't really work when
No.
I pump my servos.
No, exactly. I'm a little worried about the Inky, but you can't kill me in one hit unless you have something. So I think I'm just going to pass the turn. On my end step, Norin comes back. I get a servo.
7.
I get 4 life. He gets 4 counters. 25.
Untap. Draw for turn. Is it worth it? Yeah, I think so. Glintless Crane.
Okay.
So I get a servo.
Yes.
Yep.
You get a servo. I gain 4 life, go to 29. And he gets 4 counters.
And I get a look at the top 4. And I may reveal an artifact from among them. I'm going to reveal this.
That's probably going to do it. I think. Well, you can't quite put it on the Inky, but I think that will still probably do it. Oh, does it put it on the top or in your hand?
Puts it in my hand.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you're using 2 mana. So Springleaf Drum gets us 1 short of that.
I suppose putting on Vault Scourge is probably your best bet. Oh, also, that scared Norin. You casting the crane. He's afraid of birds.
They are pretty terrifying.
I'd say so. Plating, yep.
Cast plating. And yeah, we'll put it on the Scourge.
Yep.
And swing.
Just those 2?
Yes.
Okay, so let's figure out what this is. I know what...
Actually, just one thing before we swing.
Sure.
Because I should have the new servo. No, Norn. Yeah, an Ornithopter.
Okay.
Tapping Springleaf Drum. For another Springleaf Drum.
Okay.
It's an extra card.
Yeah, that
Doesn't
makes
matter.
sense. It makes sense.
Now swing.
Okay, so how much is this for? I know this is only 1, but you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and you could make it 11 by activating
1, 2,
a Nexus.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Oh, I forgot
12.
to add these 2. Yeah. So you can make it 13 if you wanted to use Springleaf Drum to activate one of the Nexuses.
I don't think I need to do that.
Yeah, having the blocker might be better.
So
I don't know.
12, 13, 14, 15.
Yeah.
Slice link and
So 16 total?
damage. Yes.
Okay. I will take that. Going to 13.
Going back up all the way to 22.
It's quite the swingy game.
And it is your go.
I think I'm probably still favored, though. Maybe. I mean, you do have that Nexus, so
Yeah, I do have
actually,
the Nexus,
actually,
so-
I do need to get something going this turn. So anyway, Norin comes back into step. I get that. I gain 4 life. Going
20.
17, and this goes to 16 counters. Okay, then we'll untap. We'll draw a card. Alright. Well, that might probably not do it. So I guess I gotta just go for an attack this turn. I suppose that's my only real option. Yeah. Okay. Because I'm not going to be able to block that Nexus with what I currently have. So I think I just have to go for it. Oh! Oh, that's much nicer.
Yeah.
He makes it so he can't block by tokens. I forgot about that.
Oh, that's another thing that he does?
Yep. First strike, trample, and can't be blocked by creature tokens. This time.
Oh.
So actually that probably might do it. Because you only really have 3 real blockers. I didn't even know that, so that's pretty cool.
I would have not tapped the Ornithopter.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I didn't even realize that either. Yeah, so we'll go to attacks, since I gotta send this turn anyway. So that scares Norin, of course.
Yes.
And we'll send with all these men, with the Battle Cry trigger. This was 16 life.
Well, you don't have a
16
battle cry
cards.
trigger. You have a
Battalion
trigger.
Sorry, Battalion. Similar.
Similar, but not quite the same.
Yes.
First strike and trample and can't be blocked by
Yes.
creature tokens.
So this is an 18/18, and all of these are 1/1s.
So, the Legion Loyalist. A Soul Warden.
Okay.
So if I soak up 12 here from him,
Yeah.
it's 18.
It's 18, yes. So 6 would get through.
Plus.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Would live. Is it worth... And I guess, I mean, they're not doing anything, so... We'll activate a Blinkmoth Nexus to go up to 13.
Okay. Put that in
Block
front
like
of him. Okay. So, neither of those will die. So, what did I say this was here? 9? It's 9 here, right? Yeah. So 9 gets through here, and you have 13...
So 5 gets through there.
So 5 gets through there. So 14 gets through total.
I go to 6.
These 2 men will die.
He does. And... Yeah, that doesn't shrink Ornithopter enough that he does.
No. No, it does not. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna
So those
suffice.
both creatures?
They're not. Have a Battlefield Forge.
Ooh.
And an Aether Flux Reservoir. Which, a little bit earlier than this, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, yeah, not the greatest. Yeah, so, end of turn, Norin comes back, makes a man. I'm actually pretty close to out of man.
Are we out of men?
I think I'm out of men, so we'll use a golem. Why not?
No, you get a squirrel.
Okay, fine,
Like the same
squirrels.
thing.
Squirrels fine.
I lose 2 from that.
You lose
going
2
to
from
4.
that. I gain 1 from that, going to 18. And he goes to 17. Yeah,
Untap.
best I could do, but that Inkmoth Nexus and Cranial Plating's gonna easily get this done. Because I cannot block flyers.
Draw for turn. Well, that's just...
It's insult to injury.
Yeah. So,
It's another plating.
we'll attach plating.
Yeah.
And... Tapping for colorless.
Okay.
Cast the plating.
Yep. That is pretty insulting. By the way, all this casting's making Norin afraid of his own shadow.
We'll attach another plating to Inkmoth Nexus.
Yep.
We'll pump target Blinkmoth creature by +1/+1.
Yep. You got it.
And
You gotta kill me with style. Like, don't send him in. Just send in those. I obviously can't do anything because I don't have anything in my hand.
yes.
So you gotta be stylish. Okay, so I want to actually find out what this is because it's funny.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
So that's 26, 27, 28 poison.
Make a mana to activate this, so 14.
It's 29 poison. Right?
20, 30, 31 poison.
Wait, how?
Because a Blinkmoth Nexus tapped to give this
Yeah.
one a +1/+1, so it's a 2/2.
Oh, okay.
Each one gives 14, so that's 30, and 31 by the Battlecry trigger.
Yeah. Oh, Battlecry trigger. Yeah, that's what
Yes, that's why the 0 one.
Yeah. Okay, well, I will take all that poison, and we'll see you in sideboards. Okay, sideboard time. So, by the way, should mention that game 1 was really interesting and awesome. And I liked it a lot. Anyway, so Vandal Blast. These should be self-explanatory. Obviously, that one's coming in. Wear Tear, quite good. Could actually potentially get a 2-for-1 too, which is nice with the whole Ensoul artifact and whatnot. Stony Silence, quite good. So obviously those are really good. Assemble the Legion. I don't think this is quite the right matchup.
Yeah,
for
that's
that.
more for like those really
faster.
grindy matches.
Yeah, this is a little faster. Aetherflux Reservoir. Another thing that this card seems quite good if you have the life gain engine going, obviously. But I think it's a lot better in matchups that aren't like really, because I mean, if the life total shifts of that game, I mean, I'd be at like 30 and then down to 4, and then so like there's huge life point swings in Affinity that I think getting to actual 50 is going to be pretty difficult. So that's not coming in. Mentor of the Meek, just another one for control, not great. Pia and Kieran, it's fine, I guess.
You make so many artifacts that but it's really more for those grindy matches where you can easily utilize that ability multiple times.
Mm-hmm. And plus, a lot of times, 2 damage to something isn't really going to kill anything that I care that much about. A lot of times. I mean, it's possible with like an Inkmoth Nexus. That turn I could have killed an Inkmoth Nexus, but I don't think it's worth bringing in. Skywarding Sands, it's good to sweep up tokens that I give you, and it hits like a signal cast, but it's sorcery
if you
speed,
don't have,
so...
If they have enough removal for all the Legion loyalists, it's just extra copies essentially of that.
But more or less the sorcery speed for 1 damage to everything isn't great when you have Blinkies and Inkies, so that's not coming in. Return to the Ranks, not really for this matchup because there's not a huge amount of removal that I'm too worried about. And Rest in Peace, not great. So I'm going to bring in these 3, and what I'm going to take out, 2 Mentors because it's a little too slow in this matchup, I think, and the other Reservoir for the same reasons why I'm not bringing that one in.
Because if you do keep it in, you probably will get to 50, but you'll have a Stony Silence on the field.
Yeah, most likely. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing. Go ahead.
As for me, Grafdigger's Cage doesn't really do anything against him. Bitter Blossom, not really the matchup we want. We don't want to be paying life to make things that give him life. Stubborn Denial could be okay, but just too many instant speed removals that can target it before we really clamp onto anything. So not needed. Ancient Grudge can be decent because it can hit his Mirror Makers, but I don't think we need this one in particular. Wear Tear, definitely, because it hits both of his things, either the Mirror Maker or Impact Tremors, so we're bringing those in. Whip Flare seems kind of obvious, deals with his,
it's really good.
Problematic creatures. Doesn't hit his mirrors that he makes, but we don't really care about that.
And it won't hit a Norin, because Norin gets scared.
Yeah, Norin gets scared. 2 Dispatches, these deal with his massive threats, because as you've seen, we had the chump block with a 13/13,
yeah.
So definitely bringing those in. Galvanic Blast's not quite good enough. And Gyroport Aether Grid, because it's hilarious, because we could use it to kill Norin.
It's true.
Because it's an ability.
Yeah. And you can easily like snipe up the like Soul Wardens and things that matter.
Yeah,
that
like all his creatures are really small, so
easily.
It's pretty worth it to bring these in. So we're bringing 6 things in. As for what we're removing,
what comes out?
Frogmite, it's okay, but not the greatest. 2 Ensoul artifacts. He's just got, with 4 lightning bolts and so many paths, it's not really worth it to try and chance this, because a lot can go wrong. He can just 2-for-1 us. Scrap Trawler, a little expensive for what it does. 1 Master of Ethereum. It is nice that it pumps our dudes, like when he gives us a bunch of Mirror tokens, but I don't think it's quite good enough. And 1 Memnite. Does hurt our early game a little bit, but we just need we have so many good cards in our sideboard coming in that I think it's worth it.
Yeah, you've got a really good sideboard against me. Better than I was expecting, actually.
So, those 6 are coming in. I'll see you in game 2.
Yup. Okay, game 2. Show my hand. Slightly different game than the last one. Go ahead.
And we've got those.
Whoop. Okay, this time we're going to lead with a Plains and a Soul's Attendant, not the Warden. Pass turn.
It's very different.
Yeah.
Draw for turn. A Coast.
It's all in the hair. Slightly different
And a
hairstyle.
Pest.
Gain a life, 21.
Enter go.
Ooh, that was pretty underwhelming start for an Affinity deck. Okay. I'm not super worried about that pest yet, I don't think.
Do so much, though.
I mean, I guess you could Ensoul it. That would suck. But I don't really care if you do. So I'm going to attack you for 1.
19.
I'm going to play an untapped Sacred Foundry. Also going to 19. We'll cast Soul Warden. Gain a life. Go to 20.
Oh my.
Is
it Norin?
And a Soul's Attendant.
Oh.
Gaining 2 life. Going to 22.
Oh my.
I'll pass turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Aspire of Industry.
Yep.
Mox Opal.
Mm-hmm. 1 off.
And a Ravager.
Okay. Gain 3. 25.
Enter go.
And zap. Draw. Okay. That's interesting. Ravager is a 1/1?
Yes. Potentially be bigger, though.
Could. By
2.
2. So I guess pre-combat, play a Sarah Ascendant, game 3. Almost there.
Almost there.
28. Then attack for 3.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Go to 16.
Pass turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. City of Brass.
Yep. A lot of booping yourself.
And 3 mana, tapping this for colorless.
Sure.
Ghirapur, Aether Grid.
So you have to tap 2 untapped artifacts to deal 1 damage to something. So I guess in response to that, we will
I should have just
bolt
took
the
pain.
pest in response to that.
Yeah, sack it.
Sure.
Yeah, we should have just took the pain, shouldn't I have?
So then that resolves.
Yeah, enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. Okay. That's interesting. Soul Warden.
Oh my.
Gain 3 life, go to 31.
Oh no, and now he's too big.
And now he's pretty big.
I screwed it all up.
Where's the 3? There it is. 31. Then... yeah, you can't save it anyway. We'll bolt the Ravager.
Yeah.
Then we'll attack for 9. And I'll gain 6 from the lifelink, going to 37.
Go to 7.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for
Pretty
turn.
good, but needed a little window.
Yeah, and you had the interaction for that window.
Yeah,
He's a Steel Overseer.
you got it. So I gained 4 life, going to 41.
We'll snipe down a Warden.
Untap one.
Yes.
Doesn't really matter, I guess.
Memnite.
Gained 3, 44.
Just because we can double ow.
How do you... oh, you didn't
Well-
use the Opal for mana, right? You sniped down the Warden with Steel Overseer and Opal?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Well, no. No, because that's 6 damage in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. We'll just take the double ow, because it doesn't change anything.
Okay.
Ravager.
Game 3. 47.
Shoot down the warden. You only get attendance.
Deal.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. That's a fun man. Champion of the Parish. Game 2. 49. Just want to get above 50 so I can, like, rue the day that I didn't have the thing in play. You're at 5?
Yes.
Okay, I guess pre-combat I'll bolt you, because I had 3 bolts.
Wow.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, I want to get over 50, so I'll send all these in. These men.
Dead.
Whew! And I'm over 50. 55, actually. That counts as a senior in some locations.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, slightly different game than the last game.
Yeah.
A lot quicker.
Very fast and
Yeah.
not in the way of Affinity.
Yeah. Should have left in the reservoirs, because it was over 50 there.
Took that one life.
Yeah, that would have been pretty
That
big.
would have changed that game
That would have been
completely.
pretty big.
Ugh.
So, that was game 2, and we'll see you in game 3. Alright, game 3. Go ahead.
We've got those.
And for me, probably the most dissynergistic this will ever be, but that's what I got. Go ahead.
Inkmoth Nexus.
Yep.
Springleaf Drum.
Yep.
Ornithopter.
Mm-hmm.
Vault Scourge. Going 18.
Pretty good turn.
Enter go.
Draw a card. And that's what I got, huh? Okay. Untap Sacred Foundry. Go to 18. I don't know if any of those are worth it, really. I'm gonna bolt this now, and it's just because I really don't want it to get ensouled next turn. Pass the turn. I just have this feeling.
Untap.
Sneaking suspicion.
Draw for turn. I mean, hey, it's another land. And it's land you can't go wrong with having multiple of.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one.
Signal Pest.
Yep.
And we're going to activate this Inkmoth Nexus and get in for 1 poison. Because that's something you can't regenerate from.
It's true. We'll take it. Where did my cool green dice go for this?
I don't know. You can have that one.
Is
Is this one?
Yeah, I guess that's enough. Yeah, this one's fine.
That one only goes up 6, though.
He's the one with the numbers. Yep.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. Just the question is what order? Oh boy. Untap Sacred Foundry. Go to 16. I'm actually really worried about this Nexuses. And here's the Genesis Chamber. Pass turn.
Untap.
Quite worried.
Draw for turn.
Worried this might be a little too slow.
Mox Opal.
A quick poison kill.
It's essentially a land for me.
Yes.
And activate both Inkmoth Nexuses.
Yep.
Swing for 4 infect.
5.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. That would have been nice to have been a land. I actually don't know how I'm going to beat 2 Nexuses this fast out of the gate. I have no way of blocking them.
Yeah, that's the
way
draw
of
of the second
killing them.
Nexus was very, very good. And I think you may have used up all your removal spell luck in the second game. Having 3 bolts there.
Apparently. Well, Soul's Attendant. We will get a servo.
In a
Gain
life.
a life. Not that I think that's going to matter too much. Go to 17. And a Soul's Attendant. Get a servo and 2 life.
3 life. 2 life.
Oh, yeah, sure.
2 life
The first one from
first
himself.
one, and then the second one sees the servo it made.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Go ahead.
Untap.
I mean, maybe I'm not going to die to this turn, but
Draw for turn.
probably will. You'll probably have a plating or something. Some means of poisoning me out.
Activate the 2 Ink Moth.
Yep.
4 poison.
Go to 9.
Enter go.
Oh, you don't. Okay. Still don't think I'm going to win, but we'll see. Draw a card. Okay. Again, would have been nice if that was a land. You're 18.
Yes.
Let's see. Five. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. Not even close. Even when Infect loses, it still gets to win. Here is Legion Loyalist. Gain 4 life. With that and the token.
I mean, hey, he has haste.
Yep,
That's like 5 damage you got there.
sure does. And there's really absolutely no reason to not send them all in. So I'm going to send them all in.
13.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn. Activate Inkaboth Nexus.
Yep.
Mox Opal.
Yep.
Activate Inkmoth Nexus.
Yep.
Swing.
Bzzzt before attacks.
Before
Either one
Yeah.
saves me 2 damage, but it's not going to matter because I can't block the other one.
Yeah,
So I'll get rid of the battle cry.
So yeah, before attacks.
Yeah.
Kill that.
Yeah. And I'll
2
take 2 poison in probably the most underwhelming loss I've ever had.
Yeah.
Playing against an Affinity deck, and you just attack with Nexus 3 times. Oh well.
Had the plating, but didn't have the mana
Yeah.
to even bother to
Yeah, well.
play it down. And
Could have maybe had something going, but turns out this deck can actually attack your life total in 2 different ways. So, that was that. So, that was this matchup, and don't forget to vote next week. Click on the eye. Green White Elves, Death Shadow Aggro, Seismic Swans, or Teamer Delver. Please pick something that can actually deal with Affinity. And we'll see you next week. And on Friday.
Bye.